Afternoon. Welcome everybody to this afternoon's pitch session. If you can put on your headphones. How is everybody doing? At the back? Good. In the middle? At the front? We're kind of at the halfway point of the whole conference now and just after lunch, so give yourselves a little shake or a stretch to get your energy back. And we have a super exciting session for the next 40 minutes or so. Which is the Tech for Change pitches. I think we all know we're in the midst of a crazy accelerating digital transition where technology is everywhere and can, if, and this is a big if used with the right values, the right purpose, be a super critical spark for social and environmental change. So we're going to meet in a minute 5 Tech for Change startups. Who are going to pitch their solutions in 3 minutes. And we also have 8 now, which is the longest jury line I've seen so far. 8 fantastic jury members who are going to choose their coup de cœur, their favorite of these startups, and get the chance to network with them afterwards. My name's Nick. I'm your maître d'ambiance, your MC for today. And also, I'm the co-founder of Changemaker Exchange, which is all about finding the next generation of young social entrepreneurs. So, without further ado, I'd love to invite to the stage Laurence from Plasseraud IP, who's a partner for this session, to give a little bit of context. And to keep things fair, I'll give you more or less the same time as the pitchers, if that's okay.
Okay, yeah.
3 minutes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. So I'm going to have the difficult task today is to do the speech while changing the slides and looking at my notes. So I'm sorry in advance if I'm like being all over the place.
You're going to have good empathy with them anyway.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much, Nick, for having me today. I'm thrilled to join in this speech and to meet the startup with innovative, positive impact. I'm a patent attorney at Plasseraud IP, which is the largest intellectual property firm in France and a key player in Europe. Being a patent attorney means that I'm surrounded with innovation daily. I meet the inventors just like you, startups. I discuss their invention and I conceptualize for them the invention in order to obtain a patent, a monopoly on their invention. What does a patent do, would you ask me, right? So a patent will protect your innovation, and you will be able to fight counterfeiting goods. You will be able to develop your startup and make the innovation viable on the long run. See, I told you, this will be difficult. Hold on a second.
You want me to change your slides for you?
That would be great. Thank you.
Sure.
So my job is to work hand in hand with the innovators. With that, if you may change the slide, that would be perfect.
Let's get the technical glitches out of the way now, ready for the pitches. And the slide change. Okay, got it.
Thank you. So when I was preparing this speech session, I had to think to myself, what does innovation with a positive impact means? So first I started reflecting on positive impact. So to me, the impact reaches beyond just technical impact. It's a human impact, ecological impact, diversity. A positive impact is when you want to leave things better than you found them. You want to live a world that is more sustainable with humans that have deeper connections with each other. So then how do you achieve that? Through innovation. And that's why we are here today, to use innovation in order to leave a positive impact. Sorry. Please change. Thank you. So in my professional life, I see many examples of innovations that make the world better. And here I'm highlighting a few of them. So of course, my view is very much tech-centric, but the concrete example that I see daily prove to me that tech is good. So for example, I'm assisting in patent prosecution a startup innovating in the domain of wheelchair. They have invented a self-balancing chair that allows the user to lift himself or herself into a vertical position. By doing so, they are blurring the boundaries between able and disabled persons. And to me, that is a human impact through a technical solution. Another example of positive impact through tech are the companies that I'm helping in the domain of recycling. Just to give you a few key numbers, recycled textile today only represent around 1% of the flow of textile materials used in the production of clothing. And in the meantime, the Environmental Protection Agency estimates that 6.5% of all materials going into landfills or municipal incinerators are clothing and textile products that could have been recycled. So by improving the textile recycling chains with technical solution, a direct impact on the environment is realized, and this is environmental impact. Yet another example of positive impact is a startup that we work with and that uses lactose to produce an alternative to plastic. And of course, I don't have to tell you why this is a good thing. So when I draft the patent application, I have to answer not only the how it works, but also the why. Why is the invention of interest for the society as a whole? And the why is a prevalent question today. I see a significant trend of people looking for meaning in what they do. So why do we have this startup Tech for Change today? I'm doing an acrobat number here. I hope you enjoy. So our startup is a young company centered around a new product or service. And that's what we have here, a team of passionate people, right? When you think of startup, you think of the passion of their founder. So why do they innovate? They innovate because they want to make a change. I would say a change now. And this change is deeply rooted in their core value. And correct me, startups, if I'm wrong, the why, the passion, is at the center of your core value, right? And also, that's also why they are so passionate about their solution, because they believe in it, and they believe they will make a better place by providing their solution. So with this will be the end of my acrobatic number. I'm extremely eager to hear our startups, hear their passion, their impact on the world around us. And on behalf of everyone at Plasseraud and myself, I wish you, dear startup, a good luck for this speech.
Awesome. Thank you, Laurence. You can keep this. Okay, so we'd now love to hear very briefly from each jury member, and if you would be able to pass the microphone along the line, just like to hear, your name and what you're doing in one sentence, and then pass to the next person, please. Thank you.
Very happy to do so. Good morning or good afternoon, world. My name is Bennett Barth. I'm with the BMW Foundation, and I'm heading the Respond program, which works with entrepreneurs across the globe to scale their impact ventures in the most meaningful way possible.
Awesome, thanks. That's just the right level of conciseness. Thank you.
So hi everyone, I'm Alban. I'm the Innovation Director for KPMG France. And we are supporting KPMG's transformation and its clients' transformation. Our mission is to innovate for impact, or to innovate to impact, and we are eager to hear some sustainable or green IT solution that you're going to propose. Good luck to you all.
Awesome, thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Vera Baker. I work for an, is there a tiny echo? Sorry. I work for an early stage fund based in South Africa, so focused on early stage companies, pre-seed, seed level. In Europe, I'm one of the angel investors for Atomico. So on that, in that regard, my entire thesis is focused on solutions for a sustainable future. So very interested in meeting pan-European startups focused on this.
Thank you.
Hello everybody, and hello dear startups. So I'm Karen Fortin. I'm in charge of developing partnership with startups at Microsoft on sustainability, and also in charge of our accelerator for the environment at Station F. And I'm eager to discover a new solution that will help us fighting climate change.
Brilliant, thank you.
Hi everyone, it's my pleasure to be here. My name is Ayaz. I've been a fintech entrepreneur for about 15 to 20 years, and I am currently leading a global program for UNDP and UNCDF to UN agencies that consists in designing, piloting, testing and scaling digital and fintech innovations that support environmental conservation but also social and economic growth in a green way. Thanks.
Thank you.
Hi everyone. My name is Judith Laure. I work at Maif, the French insurance company. and I'm the director of the Impact Investment Fund, MAIF Impact, and we invest in a startup with the average ticket of €1 million, and we invest in equity, quasi equity in social innovative startups.
Hello, everybody. I'm Thomas Ferre. I work at the EIC Fund, which is a €3.5 billion fund dedicated to deep tech technologies, aligned with European policies, so European-based startups from Series A to Series D that are all of them, most of them, are very impact-oriented in the common way that we understand them. So very interested to hear what's going on here.
Brilliant. Thank you so much. That can stay with you. So real superstar jury panel. Thank you very much, everyone. We're excited now to welcome the first startup. Before we do that, let's maybe give them a bit of a good energy, a bit of a Parisian welcome. Let's see how much we can do. And so this venture is all about incentivizing local community members to remove waste. Trashtag.
Thank you very much.
The floor is yours. Time to shine.
Do you hear me correctly? It's good. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Adrian Kinsey. I'm a 20 years old digital engineering student at ISEP. I think you would all agree that Paris is a very beautiful city. But unfortunately, this kind of scene is very common. So to face it, we had the idea to create Trashtag. Trashtag is a mobile application which aims to create an economical incentive to collect waste by connecting finance to waste collection thanks to the Web3. The concept is quite simple. When you meet some waste lying down on the street, you can take a picture of them, clean it up, take a second picture of the exact same place but without waste, and then put waste on the trash. By doing so, you are rewarded with a cryptocurrency, the job. Thanks to pictures and metadata, we provide two different solutions: Trashtag City, which aim to optimize waste collection for cities, and Trashtag Label, which aim to propose a finance credit waste for companies which want to compound their waste pollution. It is our great team composed of three young, passionate and energyful persons, Maïben and Erwan David. We are very young, but we have a very good support because IBM support us for the technical part. We received last year our first funding thanks to the Clinton Foundation, and we're also supported by United Nations. And we're also one of the 10 startup members of the Pangaea X program initiated this year by Mike On to protect our oceans. And I was very quick. If you want to know more about our solutions, you can visit our website trashtag.io or our Instagram trashtag.io to follow us. Let's talk about how can we have this kind of support, IBM Clinton Foundation, for this story. Last year we participated to the largest innovation program and the innovation challenge organized by United Nations, which is called the Call for Code Challenge, which every year receives more than 5,000 projects, and we were the first French participant which won a prize, the University World Prize. And now we worked on this project for now little less than 1 year, and we will launch our beta version during this summer because we already work with some cities like Marseille, Issy-les-Moulineaux, and we will test with these cities to promote our concept. To be quick, the goal of Trashtag, the impact of Trashtag is to, on one side, deploy our environment, and on the other side, help to raise the buy powers to give money to persons which don't have a lot of money. Thank you very much for your attention. That was Adrian for Trashtag.
Thank you very much. Awesome. And nice freestyling with your extra 1 minute there. Okay, thank you so much. Trashtag. So next up, we have a solution which is a second-hand shopping assistant, saving you time, money, and the planet. This is Faircado. Welcome. Floor is yours. Enjoy. Big clap.
Hello. So here it goes. We live on a beautiful planet on which we dump every second 9,000 smartphones and the equivalent of a rubbish truck full of clothes. We live on a beautiful planet that we are ruining with our waste and overconsumption. Going from a linear to a circular economy is our only way not to end up living on mountains of trash by 2050. It's not only a necessity, it also represents an incredible opportunity. A $4.5 trillion opportunity by 2030, said the World Economic Forum. So how do we get there? The first thing we do to reduce waste and overconsumption is fairly easy. Start buying secondhand. The millennials and Gen Z understood it already, and that's why the second-hand market is booming, led by success stories like Back Market, Vestiaire Collective, Vinted. But then why is it that second-hand still represents less than 10% of online market and online purchase? Because at the time of gorillas, Amazon Prime and Tinder, where technology allows us to get everything we want at our doorsteps in minutes, finding something specific in secondhand is a pain. It's time-consuming, inconvenient, and unsexy. Actually, 75% of the millennials and Gen Z we surveyed would buy more secondhand if there was a better solution for it. So we built it. Faircado is the first AI-powered search and comparison portal for second-hand shopping focusing on sustainability. The one place to find all second-hand products, compare their prices, assess their impact, and buy the best deal. In short, save time, money, and the planet. We're scaling fast. Today we have 25 partners and 300,000 products in Faircado, electronic products. By next year we'll have 60 partners on board and 3 million products, including fashion and books. And we don't want to stop there. You might think that, sorry, I went a bit fast there. You might think that to make secondhand every consumer's first choice will require more than a secondhand aggregator. And you're right. It will require technology that nobody can resist, even those whose first choice today is still to buy new. Something like a browser plugin that automatically pops up on a corner of your screen when you're going shopping online with the best secondhand alternative. And the good thing is it's almost ready. Our team at Faircado combines 15 years of experience building and scaling fast-growing tech startups. We are experts in all key areas of our business and supported by some of the most prominent entrepreneurs in Europe. If you believe the European Commission, the World Economic Forum, and Forbes that the future is circular and that secondhand is here to stay, come and talk to us. I'm Evelina, we are Faircado. Let's make secondhand everyone's first choice together. Thank you.
Thank you, Evelina. Awesome platform. Thank you. Okay, so I hope you're enjoying these. I certainly am. Next up, we have an eco-responsible IM application protecting user data and preserving the environment. That is Treebal. Welcome. Your time to shine. Woo!
Hello, can you hear me? Yes? Hello, thank you very much to welcome me. I am Samuel Laporte, the co-founder and CEO of Treebal. I have more than 20 years experience in digital transformation of company, and as you can hear, I'm French. Sorry for that. Two facts I want to share with you for an introduction. The digital industry footprint, represent 9% each year more. In 10 years, we will not have enough energy and resources all over the world to support this evolution. It's amazing. We need to change now our behavior for us, for our future, but of course for our children. Treebal is a solution for that. Up. Companies are key actors to build and cooperate, on ecosystem that cooperate for a better sustainable world. Unfortunately, the stakeholders of the companies are suspicious about greenwashing, social washing, and they want to be more involved in the sustainable approach of the company. Treebal is the first ethical and eco-responsible platform that engages all your stakeholders over time. Treebal regenerates the collaboration with an inclusive tool that makes sense. Treebal regenerates also data confidency, privacy, right to disconnect, societal impact. And Treebal regenerates the environment by planting trees with our customers. Our professional product includes a messaging app and also a SaaS platform that engages all your employees, internally, externally, wherever they are. Your customers, of course, the clients, the partners, the suppliers in your sustainable CSR policy. Treebal organizes also the dialogue with them respectfully, as expected by most of CSR labels. We are ready. We are available on the store. We are available. We have customers. We need you to accelerate our deployment all over Europe and the world. Our first customers are convinced clients that we need to change to engage new behavior and to trust also new digital partners. We have no choice for our future. We need you for that. And we are raising actually some funds to accelerate our development and our communication to exist. Our ambition is to become the first corporate platform for engaged actors. Thank you very much. I will be pleased to answer the question after the pitch on the stand of my partner company, Green Spector, with the company I organize, the eco-responsible engineering of the project. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Great energy. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, so we have 2 more pitches in this segment. The next one is all about tracking, reducing, and removing CO2 emissions of any retail transaction. Sounds super fascinating. This is Reewild. Welcome to the stage. Welcome.
Hello everyone, my name's Freddie Lintel. I'm the founder and CEO of Reewild, which is a carbon tracking app. We work with businesses and consumers to help them track, reduce and remove CO2 emissions. Our mission is to track and remove over 1 gigaton of carbon by 2030. So how does the model work? Our technology delivers value to all stages of the fragmented carbon scoring food retail ecosystem. We work with brands and suppliers to help them carbon score their products, while our technology is plugged directly into the retailer's checkout system to pull that transaction data, score it in real time, and then display it transparently to the end consumer so they're empowered to make sustainable choices on the food products that they buy. How do customers access information in an offline world? We've got carbon labels with QR codes that we add to product packaging, and we're in the process of building APIs that plug directly into offline POS systems. And as I mentioned earlier, we have our digital receipt technology in the online context. Our digital loyalty features gamify everyday transactions for the end consumer. We reward users for buying lower impact products so that we can reduce people's footprint. We know that people love tracking personalized information about themselves. We've got 3 very good examples here. I can't tell you how many times over lockdown my family or my friends were bragging about how they'd walked 10K in a day or done a 5K run. We want to be the app where consumers brag about what they're doing for the environment and how much CO2 they're removing from the atmosphere. There are significant market developments at play. Some of you may know that Unilever have announced they'll be carbon scoring all brand products by 2024. Carrefour in France, Lidl, M&S, Costa Coffee are all trialling carbon labels. We leverage these scores to create a tracking app, much like MyFitnessPal did with nutritional information, which was sold for 475 million in 2016. To date, in the last 6 months, as I mentioned earlier, our core KPI is to track CO2 and remove it. We've got a monthly recurring revenue of £650, 21 partners, some strategic, some retail, and this is all within the last 6 months. Right. We've built out our core team members and spent a lot of time onboarding advisors and angel investors that will enable us to provide access to some of the world's largest retailers and brands, one of which includes the ex-CFO of Procter & Gamble. And our CO2 calculator is trusted by some of the best scientists in the UK and some of the largest brands in the UK as well. We're very excited about what's ahead in the future. And yeah, we've raised some money in December 2021, and we'll be opening up a follow-on round earlier this year if there are any investors in the room. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Freddie. Brilliant product. Okay, thank you. So ready for the last pitch in this round, which is a home energy assistant reducing electrical waste. This is Ecojoko. Welcome.
Hi. Today, nobody will leave a room without turning off the light, right? We have 8 out of 10 people that say they do this simple gesture, this simple action every day. They show this goodwill. The problem is that electricity is invisible. For instance, this frosty fridge is wasting electricity, but you cannot see it. This radiator is wasting electricity because it's not well sated, and you cannot see it. All these different devices at home are wasting electricity, and you cannot see it, just because electricity is invisible. Finally, we are all wasting every day 25% of our electricity at home. 25% is 300 euro per year per household in France. It equals to 7 nuclear reactors wasted every day. This is just absurd. That's why we have created Ecojoko, a connected assistant divided in 3 parts. First, this display that you can put in your house, wherever you want. One simple sensor that you put on the main breaker of your house. Very simple to install, few seconds, and one application. And we'll provide you 3 information. First, we'll provide you the consumption in real time in your home. So you know if you are wasting electricity, you know if you have ongoing losses, if you leave one device on for nothing. Second, we will provide you the electricity breakdown of your main usage. So for instance, how much you are using with your cooking, with your washing machine, and so on. So you know where you have to act as a priority. Last, we will provide you simple and efficient action to act and reduce your electricity consumption. But what is really unique about our solution is our artificial intelligence algorithm. Because a washing machine and a fridge are not consuming the same way, as you can see it here, we are able to do this electricity breakdown. And it changes everything, because with that, you can see and understand electricity. Today we are a team of 20 people, very proud to be labeled by the Solar Impulse Foundation, proud to be labeled by the Green Tech Innovation French government label. But moreover, we are proud to have more than 10,000 customers who can buy or rent the solution. But what's more, we are proud to have achieved 80% savings of energy for your user. And that's just the beginning. So, please, from my speech, just remember one thing. When it comes to electricity, when it comes to electricity waste, goodwill is not enough. If we want to change only one idea, is this one, to act, we just need to know. I'm Laurent, I'm co-founder of Ecojoko, and will be very happy to take your questions. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Laurent. You can keep that for now. Okay. So what we're going to do now is invite all of those 5 solutions back to the stage. Jury members, you have a microphone again now. Let's try and make sure we get at least 1 question for each solution. It may be that we don't have time for every jury member to ask, but we will then continue and deepen these conversations in the networking area. So choose which member, and can you move here so we can get on the film? Fire away.
Sure, thank you, and congratulations to you, startups. I have a question for Trashtag. You are saying that the solution is aimed for people who do not have a lot of money, but yes, at the same time, the reward is in crypto, which to me seems a very complicated solution for someone who's not educated, for example, to obtain the money. And I just wanted to challenge you on that point.
It is a very good question. In fact, today the crypto world is more about you need to buy cryptocurrency. All cryptocurrency is very built differently because the minting system, that means the way how we create new crypto, is directly mint on the wallet of our user, of our application user. And the person who put the money, who invest in our cryptocurrency, is the companies like cities or other companies by buying our credit, waste credit, which in fact it's NFTs. So in fact we put upside down the regular blockchain industry to try to put upside down. I don't know if I was clear. And afterward we are already in contact with Binance, and Binance have card, and Binance can send to you card freely. And the goal at the end is, when you do a Trashtag challenge, you receive a cryptocurrency and you can directly spend it through Binance card.
Thank you.
Well, also from my side, congratulations, first of all, amazing pitches, all of you. I have a question for you, Laurent. I'm curious to understand a little bit better the tech that you're using, and especially how you're arriving at the energy breakdown per device in your household when you're only installing one plug in the system. Thank you.
Thanks for the question. So yes, this is a key point. What you just need to understand is that, for instance, a washing machine have a specific signature. For instance, like Shazam for the song, we are talking about different signature, and they're able to say, okay, this one is Francis Cabrel. We are doing quite the same with deep learning, machine learning technology. But the idea is really that if I show you, as I show you on the slide, this fridge or this washing machine, with your eyes, you'll be able to recognize these patterns. So what we do is we just we work a lot on this different algorithm. It's a specific part of artificial intelligence algorithm called NILM, non-intrusive load monitoring. There are people working on that for 20 years, and we have a solution live and working for 10,000 customers.
Congratulations to everybody. Another additional question for you, Laurent. A quick one. How much does it cost to buy your solution for a customer?
So today in France, you can rent it for €8 per month, okay, and that's it. Or you can buy it for €199.
Thank you.
Thanks. Congratulations, everyone, as well. I have a question for you for Faircado. Why did you choose to start with the kind of electronics and refurbished market as opposed to going to clothing or other items? And what's that market look like, given that, as you said, back market in the beginning, and all these guys are kind of the big things in the space, and we all know to go to those as search engines?
Yes, thank you for your question. Every one of our decisions is driven by data. So before taking this step and before choosing which category to start with, we obviously did a big market research and understood that in Germany, we're Berlin based, so in Germany there is more than 70 platforms selling second-hand products, and a lot of them are focusing on electronics. It means that the market is especially fragmented for this category of products. That is one thing. Another thing is it is a product that has high commissions, high price, high demand, and that is quite easy to start with because there are limited amount of products, limited amount of variations. So it was quite a good compromise for us, a low-hanging fruit in a way, to start there, see how the product is developing, develop the technology first, and then once we were sure how everything was working, then we can expand to the next category.
Thank you, everybody, for your pitch. It was great to hear you. And I have a question for Reewild. I think it's a great solution. Maybe two questions. First, how do you calculate the carbon emission of the products for, is it including scope 3, for example? Are you using, data, open source data that exists to have the carbon impact of all the products? And the business model, is it like brands that are gonna, how the business model is working? Because I understand the use for the end customers, but how are you getting paid?
Sure. A couple of questions in there. So for the first one, we use a full life cycle analysis, which covers scope 3 emissions. And we have a third party that we use to conduct those scores if that brand would like a specific LCA. If they don't want that, then we have estimated CO2 scores that are broken down by averages across different territories. And then on the second question from the business model, there's some new legislation that's just come into the UK called the Green Claims Code, where if any business wants to make a green claim, they have to prove that they have done a full life cycle analysis. And putting all of that information on the packaging of a product is very difficult. So adding a QR code will give you infinite space to tell your story and make sure you comply with the legislation. And then thirdly, in terms of how we get paid from businesses, lots of businesses are looking to calculate their footprint, obviously, so they can learn about how to reduce their emissions. And then a lot are subsequently wanting to offset those emissions and go carbon neutral. That is a service that we provide for brands and retailers, of which we take a 10% fee. I hope that answered everything.
Thanks as well, everyone. It was fantastic to listen and hear from everyone. It was great pitches. I have questions and comments and suggestions for everyone, but we don't have the time. So I'll just focus. Maybe since you have the mic, let's just stay with you.
Sure.
I think two quick things. So first, I love the nature-based approach to offsetting, and planting trees is going to soon potentially reach its limits. How are you thinking about expanding the portfolio of impact pathways or impact projects that people can invest in? And the second thing is on the gamification side, I love the idea. I think lots of things to explore. But how do you also think about helping people live a carbon light lifestyle? I think we also need a lot of advice beyond measurement to help people make better choices. How are you thinking about this? Thanks.
Thank you. Yeah, so you're completely right. There isn't enough land space on the earth to simply plant trees. We're looking at doing rewilding projects. At the moment, it's simply offering tree planting within the app. And then the second question, in terms of providing information to the end consumer, just by virtue of our technology being plugged into a retailer's checkout system, we're able to get a very good understanding of what you like purchasing. And then from there, we're able to provide significant suggestions that will enable that person to reduce their footprint.
Thank you so much. We've got time for one more question for Treebal, please, if someone has one.
It's very clear.
Very clear. Okay, good. That shows a good, clean pitch then. Okay, thank you so much. I feel like there was some unfinished conversations there, so I'm going to invite you all over to the networking area. Thanks so much for 5 brilliant pitches. Thanks everyone for watching. That concludes this session for today. Thank you, jury members, as well.